third most common mistake that people often do in the gym is that they are either standing too wide during a squat stance or too narrow in a squat stance. You need to stand shoulder width apart during any squat movement. So what exactly would happen if you're an untrained individual, if you're doing that for a very first time? So what exactly happens is that once people start doing these exercises, they either have very short stance of squats or either have very wide stance. So if you're an untrained individual who are doing squats for the very first time, you should always try to have a shoulder width apart stance. When you have a shoulder width apart stance, the position or the movement comes naturally to you. Okay, so try and put your feet according the way your shoulders are. Don't go too wide, don't go too narrow, because if you go too narrow, it may need to knock knees itself, which itself a problem. I'll tell you all about knock knees in my later videos. And if you have a too wide stance, there is always a possibility that you are activating some different muscles, different leg muscles. You are strengthening a different strength curve rather than what you are trying to achieve in your current exercise. So you always try to inculcate a shoulder width stance. May it be a deadlift, may it be a squat, any movement that you try to do, always try to have a shoulder width apart stance. So guys, these are the three basic mistakes that people often do while working out in a gym, at working out at home. So here's a master tip for you, what you can do if you are a beginner, if you are trying to start with an exercise regime and you do not know how to squat. This is a master tip for you. The first thing that you can do is take a chair, okay, squat down and stand back up. See, there is a most common mistake that people do is that they don't know how to initiate the movement first. So first, you should always grab a chair, just sit down and get back up. Just try to have a natural movement. See, squat is all about sitting on a chair and getting back up. It's a very natural movement. So you should not try to have a very unnatural movement, because it will ये आपको inculcate करेगा लाने में, एक movement बनाने में help करेगा आपकी. So it will so try and take a chair, sit down back, sit and stand up back again. So this will help you to develop the squat stance. It will help you to develop a squat movement, and it will help you to build required strength, required power in your legs, in your hips, and basically all over the body. Because if you directly go over to a barbell squat, there may be a chance that you are not able to go through the entire range of motion. Your muscles may interfere one way or the other. So it's better to start with an exercise where you are just warming up to the movement. So it is very necessary, because when athletes also train, they always try by using a chair squat, or starting with a box squat or a plyo box squat. So these are the ways that you can initially build up power, you can initially build up strength in your legs. So guys, this is all for today. So do let us know how you find this video. Leave your likes and comments behind, and share with us your views regarding how are you squatting right now, whether you are squatting in a right way or a wrong way. See, a squat, if done in a wrong way, can inculcate into various muscle imbalances which can interfere in your workout regime in later part of your life. So have a good movement, have a good stance, and I'm sure you will be able to develop power and strength required in your muscles to start with. Now, the second most common mistake that people often do, that they don't understand how to progress, is that they don't do hip hinge movement. Now, hip hinge movement is one of the most critical parts of the movement in a squat movement. So what is exactly hip hinge? When you sit down on a chair, you hinge your hips. It means that your hips are more active and your hamstrings are more active. So basically what you need to do is that you just need to, when you initiate a squat movement, you need to initiate through your hips. Bring your hips down and go till the level of your knees, and then come back up. See, hip hinge movement is very effective. Once you understand how to do this movement, rest of the lower back exercises or your leg exercises become much more easy. So you can inculcate these hip hinge movements. It's very easy to do, and I'm going to show you at the end of the video how to do a hip hinge movement.